In the southwest of Kenya, where the savanna seems to stretch endlessly and the horizon blurs into gold, lies a land whispered about in stories, roared about in documentaries, and deeply revered by the people who have lived here for centuries. This is the Masai Mara National Reserve, 1,510 square kilometers of raw, untamed Africa, where nature still speaks in the language of tooth and claw, grace and survival. There is no stillness here, only rhythm. The Mara pulses with life on the move. Every year, the Great Migration thunders through the land. Over 1.5 million wildebeest, 400,000 zebras, and 200,000 gazelles pour in from the Serengeti in Tanzania, driven by primal instinct searching for greener pastures and safer grounds. It is the largest land migration on Earth, a sight so massive it can be seen from space. Dust clouds rise. Rivers foam, the earth shakes with hooves, and lurking in the tall grasses and riverbanks are predators who know this rhythm better than anyone: lions, cheetahs, crocodiles, and hyenas. But the Masai Mara isn't only the realm of wildlife. It is also home to the Masai people, the semi-nomadic warriors who have lived here for centuries. Clad in bright red shukas, adorned with intricate beadwork, and standing tall with spears in hand, the Masai are as iconic as the land itself. Their traditions are rich, their songs ancient, and their connection to the land is spiritual. They call this place Mara, meaning spotted, for the way the acacia trees dot the landscape like ink blots across the golden grass. To walk through a Masai village is to step into another way of life, one that respects the rhythm of the seasons, the language of cattle, and the sacredness of the land. The Masai Mara is famed for its big cats. It has some of the highest densities of lions in the world. You might see a lioness stalking silently through the grass, or hear the raspy call of a male asserting his reign as the sun sets blood orange across the horizon. Cheetahs chase at lightning speed across open plains. Leopards drape themselves across branches in the early evening, their eyes glowing in the dusk. But it's not just the hunters that rule here. Herds of elephants rumble past, matriarchs leading with quiet wisdom. Giraffes glide elegantly through the treetops. Buffaloes stare back with ancient, wary eyes. And above it all, vultures and eagles circle, watching, waiting, reminding you that in the Mara, every life plays a part in the great circle. The world at first light. There are no engines, no wheels, just wind and silence. The Mara stretches out below like a living painting. The landscape is vast and infinite. Golden grasslands, threads of rivers, and the occasional solitary acacia tree standing like a sentinel. As the first light touches the land, shadows grow long, and then you see them. A herd of elephants below you, moving with ancient grace. A pride of lions still lounging in the dawn cool. Giraffes, looking up curiously at the floating stranger in the sky. Hyenas trotting with purpose, and wildebeest. So many wildebeest if it's migration season, rippling across the plains like a dark river. No road could take you here. No jeep could see it like this. From above, the ecosystem comes alive with a clarity that feels almost sacred. It is as if you are seeing the earth not as a visitor, but as a witness to something eternal. The pilot adjusts the flame, rising and falling slightly to catch the right air current. You might drift over a meandering hippo trail or follow the line of the Talek River, where crocodiles bask like prehistoric statues. Sometimes the balloon descends just slightly, skimming treetops. You can hear a zebra snort or the whisper of birds taking flight. Other times you climb higher, and the Mara seems to flatten into a sea of grass with only the occasional movement betraying the life it hides. After about 1 hour in the air, the pilot begins to descend, scanning for a safe place to land. The ground comes closer, a few bumps, a rush of air, and then you're down, alive with adrenaline, full of awe. Waiting nearby as if in a dream is a table under trees with white linens, fresh fruit, eggs cooked to order, and champagne. This is not just breakfast, it is a ritual, a celebration of sky and earth. You toast the morning, the animals, the silence, and the fact that some places in the world still feel like myth. The Masai Mara balloon safari isn't just an activity. It's not something to tick off a bucket list. It's a pilgrimage above one of the last wild frontiers. A perspective shift, literally and spiritually. You feel small, yes, but also strangely connected to something immense. And as you drive back to camp, a little dusty and full of stories, you already know. This hour in the sky will stay with you far longer than the photos will.